Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another Theme Park Obsession video. My name is Dylan and today I wanted to talk about the impact Epic Universe, Universal Orlando's newest theme park, might have on Walt Disney World. Will Disney respond to Universal this coming D23, or will Disney ignore the ever-growing threat in Orlando? Before we get started, if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you love theme park content, consider subscribing because I have new videos every single week from some of your favorite places in Southern California and Florida. But now that that's out of the way, let's get to the video. In August of 2019, Comcast CEO Brian Roberts broke the news in Orlando that Universal Orlando Resort was expanding in an epic way. Epic Universe was unveiled to the world, a theme park over 100 acres in size, the biggest Universal park in the country, featuring attractions based on some of the most popular intellectual properties in Universal's arsenal. Little details were revealed at the time of the announcement, but Universal executives said the park would start construction immediately and be ready for guests in 2023. But because of the pandemic and many holdups, the date had to be pushed to 2025, at the latest according to Universal. And as of now, the construction has resumed on Epic Universe, the mega project just down the road from Universal Orlando Resort proper. When complete, the theme park will boast at least 4 highly immersive themed lands, over a dozen original and IP-based attractions, and more. In addition to the theme park, Universal has also secured enough land to build at least another 8 hotels, a second City Walk shopping and dining complex, and possibly down the road, a 4th theme park. It's massive. This massive and epic expansion to the Universal Orlando Resort is something that we haven't seen in the United States for a very, very long time, with the last major expansion being at Disneyland with the addition of California Adventure and the Downtown Disney District. But the biggest question a lot of enthusiasts, and myself included, have is what will Disney do next? For years, Disney has been touted as being the top dog in the theme park industry, parks that shaped rivals and competitors, and a company that for years was untouchable, until now. In the past 5 years, Universal has proven that they can keep up with the mouse and be just as aggressive in this ever-growing market. In 2017, Universal opened Volcano Bay, one of the most premium water parks around, a water park that's mission was to make the experience better than what was commonplace, rivaling the 2 water parks that Walt Disney World has to offer down the road. In 2021, Universal opened what I would define as the most anticipated roller coaster in the country, Velocicoaster, a ride not only anchored by an incredibly popular intellectual property, but an extremely thrilling addition to an already amazing theme park filled with some of the most brilliant rides. Remember, this is the same theme park that pretty much changed the industry with rides like Spider-Man and the Wizarding World of Harry Potter's Forbidden Journey attraction. And in the same year in Asia, Universal opened its newest and most ambitious theme park to date, Universal Studios Beijing. Once again, pushing the boundaries of its intellectual properties and original ideas, the park has helped shape Universal's stance and position in the theme park wars, which are shaping up to be more aggressive every single year. Universal's push has been incredible, to say the least, opening 2 new parks, adding new additions to its shopping and dining complexes, and has added nearly 10 new and reimagined attractions to its existing North American theme parks, and has added new hotels in the lineup at Universal Orlando Resort. In that same 5 years, Disney has also done an aggressive push to add new lands to its parks, a few new attractions, and of course new hotels and shopping additions. Like Universal, the push to be at the top is aggressive respectively, but will the same level of push still be a thing come this D23 and beyond? Maybe, but due to some new leadership changes at the Walt Disney Company, those potentially ambitious ideas at Walt Disney Imagineering could be put on the back burner or significantly cut in budget. Disney needs to be strategic here. They need to make a move that not only will please their shareholders, but also offer its guests another reason to visit. Will that be a 5th theme park? I don't think so. And personally, I think that would be a foolish mistake when considering Walt Disney World's current attraction lineup between all 4 theme parks is less than Disneyland Resort's offerings in 2. There's clearly room for capital expenditure for new and innovative attractions at all of Walt Disney World theme parks, and that's where I think Disney can really play ball. The goal at both Disney and Universal is to get guests staying on property for as long as possible, and this is why we're seeing the addition of new hotels and attractions and lands and a bunch of new shopping and dining additions at both ends of the spectrum here. It's pretty amazing what has happened in the past 5 to 10 years. It seems like ever since the Wizarding World of Harry Potter was opened at Universal Studios Orlando, there has been a significant push to build bigger and better and more ambitious things in the theme park space, which is great for us as the consumer because we get better products over time. One thing to consider in all of this, though, is time. Universal is building Epic Universe at an amazing speed. There's track already on site for Epic Universe's coasters. They're building foundations for all the new lands, and structural steel is going up so fast. It seems like every single day there's something new happening. They're working day and night to get this theme park up and running as soon as possible. And Universal has said that it'll be open at the latest in 2025, but I have a feeling that Epic Universe will be done in mid to late 2024. Again, the same time that Disney will be opening up its Princess and the Frog attraction. And that's just one attraction, a re-themed attraction. Universal's building an entire theme park. But just like I said, guests that stay longer on property end up spending more money, which means huge wins for each company. But when a park becomes stale, you create an issue that's very difficult to reverse unless you give a guest a reason to come back. Now, I obviously don't have time to talk about all the things that Disney can do, but a great way for Disney to combat Universal's Epic Universe, I think, would be the focus on continuing to improve the existing parks and resorts, and the addition to better perks while staying on property. I mean, imagine a new ride in each park by 2025 or 2026, and enhancements to existing attractions and shows, and an overall hotel benefits change. Let's face it, the benefits at the Disney hotels are not the best. Rebuilding the popped Disney bubble is important and should be something leadership should be considering. Disney's biggest mistake will not be charging more for tickets or experiences. It will be ignoring the competition down the road. In 2010, Universal changed the game forever with the addition of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. It had rave reviews, and on top of that, it even took market share away from the Walt Disney World Resort at the time of opening. The same ploy and execution is happening right now again with Epic Universe, a theme park that's 110 acres and not just an addition to an existing park. This is a big deal, and what Disney will do next is one of the biggest mysteries, and I cannot wait for D23 because as a guest and as a consumer, the theme park wars just make the overall experience better for us, like I was saying. And with Epic Universe opening in just a couple years, Disney has a lot to throw onto the table to convince us, the consumer, to continue to stay at Disney. But with this current leadership, it seems like Disney is resting on its laurels ever so slightly. I can't say fully because we still are getting new additions to the parks, like Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway at Disneyland, and over in Florida, they're working on the Epcot project, which seems to be taking at least a millennium. So hopefully that will open up soon. And of course, we have Tron Light Cycle Run opening up very, very soon at Magic Kingdom, hopefully before 2087. But what's after that? What's the next big push? Because they have to do something. They cannot ignore Epic Universe. Epic Universe is a big threat to the Walt Disney World Resort. And last time I was in Florida spending time at Universal Orlando Resort, I ended up talking to quite a few people that said they really enjoyed spending their time at Universal because it was less hassle. They didn't have to be on their phone as much. They didn't have to make reservations. And when they stayed at premium resort hotels, they got perks like Universal Express Pass, something that Disney doesn't offer when you stay at some of their most expensive resorts, like the Grand Floridian. You don't really get any perks in the parks when you stay at some of Disney's most premium properties. But this is also why Universal Studios is staying very quiet on the Epic Universe front. They don't want to give anybody any ideas or any heads up as to what's really going on. And I really do think that Epic Universe is going to be holding a lot more than what's just face value. There's going to be a lot of surprises with that theme park. And I think, just like Wizarding World of Harry Potter did in 2010, I think Epic Universe is going to change the game forever and is going to continue to push these theme parks to the next level. Honestly, if Disney can continue to work on Epcot and maybe add some beautiful additions to Animal Kingdom and improve their water parks, because let's face it, Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon have been sitting what seems to be abandoned for years. If they were to improve those 4 aspects of their resort, that alone would give a lot of people reason to go back to Walt Disney World and stay longer and maybe spend one less day at Universal Orlando Resort. The theme park wars are absolutely incredible, and as a fan of both Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando Resort, I am very, very excited to see what happens here in the next few years. But I'm going to turn it over to all of you. What do you think? What do you think Disney is going to do to combat Epic Universe? Go ahead and comment down below. Let's spark up a conversation because this is such a fun topic. Things are moving so fast. Epic Universe opens up in about 2 years. They're building this theme park at an incredible pace. And who knows what Disney's going to be announcing at D23. So very curious to see what all of your thoughts are on this topic. I have an Instagram account. I'll leave that link down below in the description. Be sure to check that out because I post updates there that I don't normally post here on the channel. And also a huge shout out to my Patreon members. You guys are absolutely amazing. You help out every single month. But until the next video, I hope you have a beautiful day, morning, evening, whatever it is, and I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.